What's going on, man? Welcome back to the Reach from the Midwest podcast. I know it's been a minute. It's probably been like a month or so. To me, so far, like being a part-time podcaster, just doing it for my free time, I find it difficult to podcast around the holidays. Like when you get to the end, the later in the end of the year, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas. I got two of my brother's birthday in December as well. My stepson's birthday in November, my mama's birthday in November, Thanksgiving, man. It just be too much moving parts. So then I just had to take a little quick break, man. But I've still been here. I've been watching my sports. I've been watching my teams get their ass whooped. The Lakers just about a little bit over 500. Tennessee is like 3-10 or some shit like that. But all in all, I just want to get back on here and tap in with y'all on a couple of things I've been seeing, what are my opinions on my teams and other teams of everything that's been going around the league. So before you go any further, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the Meet from the Midwest podcast on YouTube. I still can't get my mic to work on my phone, so if it's like a little echo, my bad about that until I figure this mic thing out. I think I'm just get it to where I got my camera to do all the work instead of using my phone. I say this is something I like to do in my free time. But anyways, I wanted to get into the NBA. I want to tell y'all what I thought about the Lakers so far this year. Currently, the Lakers are 13-11. I've seen the same shit with this team. Start off cool. It looks like Anthony Davis is finally starting to take over the Lakers team. And as soon as he starts to play the actual better competition, he starts to slow down. His numbers drop from 30-11 down to like 14-8 or something like that. That's not good when you're supposed to be the biggest and the best on the team. I understand the LeBron James effect. He's been in the league since he was 18. He's been the best player on each team that he's played on. He'll be 40 years old this year. At some point, I thought that AD would be like, you know what, LeBron, you done came to LA. You recruited me to come here. We won the championship. I'm gonna take over the team and I'm gonna let you just ride to the sunset. But that's not been the case. I want to say the first 6, 7 games, Anthony Davis looked like a monster. They was talking about MVP already, which is crazy because it's only 20 games in. What is it? 13, 11, 24 games into the season so far. So we just now pretty much getting 25% into the season. And I know how social media works. I know how NBA.com works. They're going to put those odds out there right off the bat. As soon as you get a couple of games in, okay, this is who we expecting to win MVP. That's what people got stuck on. Me as a Lakers fan, I knew that. Look at the level of competition that AD's playing right now. He's dominating bum ass teams. But then when you see the season starts to go on, we get to playing teams like Minnesota with Randall and Gobert on there. We get to playing teams like who else did we play? Fucking who the fuck was that? Denver with Jokic. When you start playing high level big men or something, I would say the bigger men like the defensive player of the years, the Jokic that just won the MVP a couple of times and won a championship. For some reason, when he plays those type of guys, he just turns to a bitch. That's to me. He just looks soft. He don't look aggressive as he is. If he play like a bum ass team, if he plays like the Detroit Pistons or some shit like that, Anthony Davis talking shit. He's screaming every time he dunk. But then when he play Jokic and stuff, Jokic to shoot a shot, and he'll look at Jokic like, "Come on, man, you know you ain't supposed to make that." Like that weak, soft ass shit. That's what I don't like about the NBA in the 2000s is that they don't. Some of them just don't play aggressive. I believe that they just making way too much money. And they like, fuck it, I'm just out here to play the sport that I love or loved at some point. They more focused on chasing these OnlyFans chicks and these Instagram chicks that they ain't really worried about playing aggressive and shit like that. Now Anthony Davis is married, so let me not put his name in the dirt. I just don't like the way he plays against high level big men, and that's been my biggest issue. I think that's the biggest issue with this team this year. Do we have a team that can make it to the NBA championship? To me, no. Do we have a team that can make it to the playoffs? I believe that we can. As long as you got LeBron James on the court, Anthony Davis on the court, we should be able to make the playoffs. Anthony Davis, I say he's been doing good as far as the season started off, but it's just my thing is when it comes to those high level the big man, he folds on him, and that just tells me as we get close, go through the season, when it gets to the playoffs, it's an early exit because now you're playing the best of the best. You're not playing the bum teams anymore. They're at home for a reason. Now you're playing the guys that you've been playing like a bitch towards all year. So that's my biggest issue with Anthony Davis, man. Is he just plays soft when it comes to these bigger people, man. Um, LeBron James has been doing his thing. He slowed down a little. I wouldn't say they necessarily slowed down because he's pretty much averaging what he averaged when he came in as a rookie. So if you want to say that he like just fell completely off, then you can say that. And this is coming from somebody that's not a big LeBron James fan. Everybody that knows me knows that I'm a Lakers fan. I was a Kobe fan, Derek Fisher fan, Magic Johnson. Those were some of my favorite three. And I know you say Derek Fisher, but I'm left-handed. Derek Fisher is one of my favorite left-handed players in NBA. That's just that. But as far as LeBron James, I knew the moment that we recruited him and made him a Laker, I knew that he would become the new Kobe, the new era of the Kobe Bryant. We're going to keep him here. Once he starts to decline, we're going to keep him here because it's ass and seats. Fans are still going to come out to support this team, and they're going to definitely support it if it's a legend on the team that's won us a championship and he's on his way out the door. They want to see that and capture those moments in person. So that's why the arena's going to be sold out every night. It's Los Angeles. It's going to attract celebrities. So it makes sense. I know a lot of people have been saying, man, we just need to go ahead and trade him, ship Bronny out with him, which I'm okay with that. But if we do that right now, this team is going right to the bottom of the league. And it's going to take us a couple of years to rebuild because if you look at AD is about, I want to say AD 34, 35, so he's there out the door too. I don't see him playing until he's 40. I believe that he has this championship and he's ready to go at any minute. It just don't seem like he got the that fire no more as far as when it comes to, like I said, when it goes back to playing big men. He's okay with having his championship. He's gonna get up out of here. So the moment LeBron James retire, AD will be out the door the next year or 2 years later, and he's gonna get traded somewhere or he's just gonna retire. And there's nothing wrong with that. But then it goes back to the Lakers. We have to rebuild this whole team. I'm not a fan of D'Lo. Get him the fuck out of here. We could keep. I don't even want Rui there no more. Rui and D'Angelo Russell, both of them are good pieces that we could get going and get somebody a score for both of those players if we could, if possible. I do believe that we need another big man. So when Anthony Davis goes to the bench, we got somebody that can come in and play aggressive, something like Dwight Howard, McGee, the way that they used to play when the big man went to the bench. We bring one of them big men in, get some block shots. They might foul a little bit, but it gives Anthony Davis times to catch his breath and get back in the game and dominate after being wore down by the bench. We just simply don't have a bench right now. So like, I know I might be all over the place as my first podcast back, but as far as right now, I got the Lakers making the playoffs. I just don't see us getting out of like the first round or so. It is what it is, man. That's really all I got for the Lakers talk right now. And I know we got a game tonight against Minnesota. They already beat us. This is another game I said with Rudy Gobert versus Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis usually turned into a little hole during this moment. So let's see if he can actually come to play tonight since we've had a nice little couple of games off. But we'll see, man. Like I said, I'm not impressed until we go and recruit somebody. With this being LeBron James last year, go out and recruit one more player that could get us over the hump, that can make us look like we're a contender. If not, this is just another wash season, and we'll just be waiting for the rebuild when LeBron James and Anthony Davis leaves. I also wanted to say, I wanted to state one team that's been performing well so far this year, and one team that's been looking very disappointing this year. Just to speak of around the league. Right now, to me, I've been impressed with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland Cavaliers, I want to say they started off 17, maybe 18-0. It was a great start to the season. They are now currently 21-4. They are number one in the Eastern Conference. Just to run over the top top 8 right now in the Eastern Conference. We got the Cavs at 21-4, Boston at 20-5, Orlando at 17-10, the Knicks at 15-10, Miami at 13-10, Bucks at 13-11, the Hawks at 14-12, and Brooklyn Nets at 10-14. I've been very impressed with Cleveland because with the team they got together, they got Garland, they got Mitchell, Mobley, Allen. They got all these dudes. They're all healthy now. They got people coming off the event like was it Carlos or Chris LeVert? Levert, he's coming off the bench playing nice. A couple other shooters on their bench that come off and play nice. Overall, they got a solid team, a team that should get them out of the first round, maybe the second round. But it's always gonna come down to who's gonna get to stop Boston. I know Boston, they're 20-5, so they're off to a great start as well. But Porzingis has been just got back activated, so now when you got him out there with Jaylen Brown, Tatum, Drew Holiday, Al Horford still playing a high level, the bench, Derek White starting as well, and then you got Pritchard off the bench. I want to say Hauser, the other three-point shooter. They're some stacked teams, man. So I'm very impressed to see that Cleveland start off the way they have. What will they do when it gets later on in the season? I don't know right now because usually once they get to the playoffs, they just start to shit the bed. But right now, as of now, they look like an actual contender. I know it's still early. I said we're only 25 games in. They look like a contender right now. They got all the pieces. You got a solid five, and you got a nice bench. They're playing team defense. So salute to the Cleveland Cavaliers. One team I am very disappointed in this year would be I'm gonna go with Eastern. What I'll do is I'm gonna say Eastern team that looks good and a team that's been very disappointed, and then I'll do it for the Western. So as far as the Western team that looks very disappointing right now, I would have to say it's the Philadelphia 76ers. The 76ers recruited Paul George, which ain't saying much, but to an NBA fan, they might think, oh, well, he get buckets and stuff like that. The thing with PG is he can't stay healthy. He hasn't been playing as many games as he could so far this year. He started off not playing. You got Joel Embiid saying that he's not playing back-to-back games. He's injured every single year. With him being one of the best centers, if not the best center outside of Jokic, it's just crazy to see that like this process has been going on for so long. They can't get over the hump. They can't make it out the second round. And like I said, they got some solid pieces, man. They went out and got Paul George. Maxi's playing at a high level. I want to say their rookie name is McCain. It came from Duke, Jared McCain or something like that. He's been playing at a high level. But if you can't get your best people out there, if PG and Embiid not going to be out there with you, man, it's just a wash season, another depressing season. Like I said, they're 7-15 right now. They definitely got to do better. So that's my impressed and unimpressed for the Eastern Conference. As far as the Western Conference right now, Thunder, they're number one right now, but I'm more impressed with the Houston Rockets. Houston Rockets got a very young team, a young coach. They got Dylan Brooks. They got what's buddy name? Van Pleet. I can't think of the boy Green, the one that's with Dre. They got a nice little team, man. And with them, they're 17-8. They're second in the conference. They look pretty good. I've watched a couple of their games. They play hard all night. They got shooters, they got defenders, they got a bench. Three things I've been saying that you gotta have to be a contender, and they got all those. They just gotta keep Dylan Brooks from being a hothead and costing them games in the wrong moment, like he did when he was playing for Memphis. So Houston has been very impressive so far. A team that's been been unimpressed with so far is probably the Sacramento Kings. The Kings got DeAndre Fox, Sabonis. They recruited DeMar DeRozan. They got an okay bench because Malik Monk and them still playing. I know it's been a couple of injury buzz going around, but I thought that they would be higher than what they are right now. They're currently 13-13. I thought they would be in the top 5 right now, but they're not. They just got to play better team ball. They got to get everybody out there healthy at the same time. And maybe they're good. I'm pretty sure they're going to turn the season around. But right now, they're number 12 in the conference. The Lakers, we're number 8 right now. So we're still on the outside looking in. But I still felt that DeMar DeRozan should have went to L.A., to the Lakers. And that would have been something I felt like with him being a scorer that can give you an extra 20 a night, that'd be able to get us over the hump to make us look like a contender. But he decided to go with Sacramento, the more younger team, and like I said, it is what it is. Those are my teams that I said. That's Lakers talk. That's teams that look impressive in both conferences, and 2 teams that have been unimpressive. That's all I got for the NBA right now, man. I'll be more active. Like I said, I'm like with the holidays coming up now. I'm gonna try to get on here every week, at least once a week, and drop a few videos to keep y'all tuning in to the channel. So make